So what's the overall financial situation? What are we looking at today?
Well, we have, and this isn't on that statement, we have about $20,000 in cash for our emergency fund. Okay. It's interesting laid out. About 10,000 of it is in Bitcoin, and the other 10,000 is in high yield saving account.
That's not an emergency. You have $10,000 in an emergency fund.
Get out! Get out! Get that!
Today, we're taking a look at Caleb Hammer's emergency fund advice. In case you haven't seen Caleb's videos before, he brings people onto his channel who are terrible with money and then rips them a new you-know-what. Or let's just say, he gives them his thoughts on their financial situation.
10,000 of it is in Bitcoin, and the other 10,000 is in high yield saving account.
That's not an emergency. You have $10,000 in an emergency fund.
Well, he's really saying you have 10K in the emergency fund. Well, Caleb is right here. We all long for a day where we can pay the car repair guy with Bitcoin, but today's still not that day. Bitcoin is still volatile, so it can't really count as an emergency fund, because the point of an emergency fund is have the cash available when you need it. So what is an emergency fund? Well, I'm glad you asked, since most Americans don't actually have one, and analysis show that most people in the country couldn't even cover an unexpected $500 expense. And the personal savings rate is almost as low as it was in 2008. It is recommended that you keep 3 to 6 months' salary in an emergency fund. Now, obviously, that's gonna change based on your lifestyle, like if you're a freelancer, for example. And with inflation as high as it is, I'm personally trying to limit the amount of cash I'm holding long-term, so I would hold closer to 3 months worth of salary in this type of fund.
That's fair.
Okay.
And I have $10,000 of Bitcoin that I can also use if I need to.
That you should sell right now and put in your emergency fund. Go on.
So this video was posted March 30th, 2023. So if this person followed Caleb's advice, they would have sold Bitcoin at the highest 29,000. Well, right now, Bitcoin's around 34,000. And with inflation currently around 3.7%, which means it's more likely 6 to 8%. So Caleb's guess would be losing a lot of money if he sold and just let the cash sit there. One, Bitcoin would be at loss, and also the money's losing value. Caleb, stop telling people to sell their Bitcoin to BlackRock, please.
I was literally talking to my wife about that, and I was like, I don't know.
But half of what's an emergency fund, I will immediately say that's stupid risk.
Agree to disagree here, Caleb. The guy doesn't seem like he's really hurting for cash, and he's also on the young side, so I think he can afford to be a little bit riskier. What's Caleb's vendetta against crypto?
We had $36,000 in our emergency fund.
Yeah.
And all of that money is gone.
All right, emergencies. Okay, emergencies, you think, okay, so clearly his hot water heater bust, clearly there's a roof leaking, or maybe someone fell down a flight of steps and there's a serious medical situation here. Let's see what the emergency is.
Where did it go?
It went to emergencies.
What were the emergencies?
We needed to remodel a bathroom.
Then it wasn't an emergency fund. It was a bullshit slush fund.
Seriously, a bathroom remodel. Okay, I can't even wrap my head around that. I wouldn't quite put bathroom remodel into the emergency level. If he could have just put that money towards Bitcoin, he'd be sitting a lot better right now. He wouldn't be losing his money to inflation. I just think of all the money that went to that bathroom, and instead of just, now I have a really cool mirror above my sink, he could have bought the world's greatest asset, Bitcoin. And at the time he would have bought, he'd be in a lot better position right now. I gotta agree with Caleb right here. That was a BS slush fund. All right, I've never seen this Caleb guy before, but I'm loving his content. Let me know if you want to see me react to more people getting roasted by Caleb for making the world's worst financial decisions. I'm DZ for Discover Crypto. I'll see you at the top.